Hi! So I have some good news and some bad news. Okay, so the bad news is that I failed my test today at school. Sorry. But the good news is that if I correct my answers, my teacher will give me a D-.
As she sings, the 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings.
The bad news is that I totally forgot to brush my hair this morning. But the good news is that only 10 people noticed. The bad news is I don't actually have the money for the Girl Scout cookies yet. But the good news is I will have the money ready in 6 months. So, Mom and Dad, the bad news is that I didn't get the job. But the good news is I'll be living with you for 10 more years. So the bad news is that I missed the bus and had to come back home and didn't have a way to school. But the good news is I didn't have to go to school today. The bad news is that the store was closed when I got there, so I wasn't able to buy any cauliflower. But the good news is that means I'm having chips for dinner instead of cauliflower. The bad news is that I dropped my gum on the sidewalk yesterday while I was walking. But the good news is that when I put it back in my mouth, it still had its flavor. The bad news is that I forgot to feed my dog for the last 3 days. But the good news is he's losing weight. Okay guys, so the bad news is that this video is now coming to an end, but the good news is you don't have to hear me ramble on anymore. So anyways, this week's theme on 7Fancytweens was good news / bad news, and so I did a skit representing good news and bad news, and my skit was meant to be funny. Obviously I had something else in mind. I was going to do pros and cons of stuff, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do a skit. So basically, the thing that the person was saying, the good news was good to them, but to the person they were talking to, the good news sounded horrible, almost as horrible as the bad news. So yeah, that's the meaning. Some of those were gross, some of them were weird, and some of them were funny and stuff, and some of them were just sad. But they were all meant to make you laugh, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If any of those related to your life or that's happened to you before, or something along those lines, don't be offended. This skit is not to offend anyone, just simply for entertainment. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'll see you guys next Wednesday on 7Fancytweens. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, add a favorites if you guys enjoyed it, read the description below, and check out the updated links below. I'll see you guys next Wednesday on 7Fancytweens. Peace, and I love you. Bye guys! And for a chance to get a shout out in next week's video, I never get comments, but besides from the members. But if you're not in the channel, for a chance to get a shout out in next week's video, comment down below a situation where you had good news and bad news, and the good news wasn't actually all that good. So yeah, bye guys!